I'm Tom Teat. Welcome back to Fly Into Your Future. In Part 3, we're going to talk about aviation careers. We're going to try to translate what we've done so far in Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1, we talked about an airplane, how does it fly. Part 2, we got to see how much fun aviation is, major reason I'm involved with it. And you're going to be really surprised how many careers there are in aviation. And we're going to only scratch the surface. There are probably over 1 million people that have a job in aviation in the United States alone. And it spans the globe, so to speak, in terms of the kind of things one can do. An interesting feature about aviation careers is that they are interdisciplinary. They kind of do 2, 3, or 4 things simultaneously, which to me adds the excitement and options. In other words, if you want to change careers 10 years into something, if you have more background from many multiple disciplines, you're able to more easily do that. Of course, the best thing is that it's, I think it helps the fun of it all. It's a lot of fun to have more excitement from what your job is, because you're going to be doing it the rest of your life. We're going to, in this show, talk to 17 different people in the Erie area that make their living in aviation. Many more than that, of course, do, but we could only fit in 17. If you want to go further in this, be sure to look further into things. Ask people, come over to the airport and ask anybody you see. Most of the people in aviation are dying to tell people and share what they like so much about aviation. Go to the library. Libraries typically have lots of different kinds of books. A lot of colleges have majors in aviation, various kinds of degrees in aviation in various colleges, so it's definitely a way to go about it. Watch TV. There's lots of different ways to go about things. One thing that I like to do when I'm interested in a topic, I send out letters. So if you hear of something with the government or business, Boeing, whatever you've heard about, go ahead and send a letter to the people. Sometimes you'll get some very interesting information. There's also some very large aviation organizations that their sole purpose is to help everyone out in aviation. Probably the major ones that I'm familiar with are the AOPA, Airplane and Owners Piloting Association, and the EAA, Experimental Aviation Association. Both of those groups have a vast array of materials, videos and pamphlets, and so you'll be able to learn a lot. So I hope you really like this show. We're going to talk to a variety of people, and I hope what you see comes across in all of them is kind of their love of aviation, how they've taken an interest that they have, and to translate it into an exciting career. So sit back, have fun, watch it. Fly Into Your Future, Part 3. What are you doing there? What is that?
Wheel bearings. The bearings go in the wheel there.
Oh, the wheel bearings for the plane tires here. Well, that's just like a car, isn't it? They look like the car wheel bearings. Same thing.
Bearings, same thing.
Oh, here we are at Erie Airways with one of the hotshot mechanics here, I'm sure, Bill Gack. What else do you do here?
We maintain customer aircraft, corporate aircraft. We do on-call maintenance for the airlines. You know, we have our own aircraft, which is flight training and charter department.
So we're in a big hangar here, and looks like so you actually work on a variety of different aircraft.
Right.
You have some aircraft of the company here, and then people come in, and might be a pilot that has a problem of some sort, and he's 500 miles from home, and he needs a little help.
Right, exactly.
What did you have to do to learn how to do all this? What kind of school do you have to go to?
It was a 2-year school. I went to Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics, which is down in Pittsburgh. It's an associate degree program, and it's just more or less like a technical school with a associate.
So it's a specialized thing. What is it, after high school, then you go for a couple of years?
Yeah, I went right out of high school for 2 years and then got in the field.
Okay, great. What are you going to do from next? Is this what you plan on doing now for your entire career?
Yeah, I'd like to be in business for myself too. A lot of different ideas, but I enjoy aviation. I've always been fascinated with flying. I started working on my private pilot's license. I'd like to get back and finish that. But it's a fun field.
So that's interesting. You can work on an airplane, and you actually have a license to work on an airplane, but you're not a pilot yet.
Right. I have a license to work on an aircraft, maintain aircraft, but I don't have a license yet for flying, but I'm working towards that.
Good. Well, thanks a lot. Well, we're back here at the in the parts room. Boy, there's parts all over the place. What goes on in here, Amy?
I take care of all the inventory back here. I try to keep it up so that the guys have the parts to put on the planes and everything.
Looks like you have them all organized. There's probably part numbers there, and
Yeah,
it's all
they're
nice and neat.
They're all numerically listed and alphabetically listed. This isn't like alphanumeric, the way we keep them. Here's an oil dipstick that we have. It's just like a car dipstick.
So that's like for the oil tank, it looks like.
Yes.
You just put it in there and you can see how much oil it is. You know, cars and planes are pretty similar. So that's kind of good. Except it's interesting how organized aviation is, isn't it? So a plane can
Yes.
come in, a Cessna 172, and you can go to the computer and get out a microfiche.
Yeah.